For some people, deciding to buy a home can make you feel dumber than a dishwasher. I mean, seriously, it's a large process. It's an unfamiliar process. And the truth of the matter is, you're not a real estate agent. You didn't go to school for this. You never took a class for this. You aren't trained to know how to buy a house. And that's where I come in, your trusted realtor bestie. It's important to hire a realtor you love, but also a realtor you can sit down with to discuss the home buying process in its entirety, to help you answer any questions you have, help reserve any anxiety that you may feel, and trust me, I have sat in front of many people and I have answered many questions, so I know how you feel. It's important to me to educate my clients on the largest investment they've ever made. So I know what you're thinking. So let's talk about the top 7 frequently asked questions when buying a home. Hello, beautiful people. I am Kendra Conyers, a licensed real estate agent here in the Charlotte metro area. I would love if you could like, subscribe, and tune in every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for great information about the real estate market. Question number 1, how much do I need to pay you? Okay, this is one of those elephant in the room type of questions. It's hilarious to me that people really want to ask the question, but then don't really know how to ask this question, but then didn't want to ask the question and then be left with a bill at the end when it's all said and done. So listen, I am going to clear the air on this topic. Let's start out with a clean slate. Let's not have any fine print at the bottom of the contract. Let me just clear it here, right now. There are some rare exceptions, but generally speaking, buyer's agents do charge a 3% fee. However, that fee is normally paid by the seller or the builder. So as a buyer, you will almost never pay any commission fee unless you choose a FSBO home, which is a for sale by owner, or in some type of rare alien encounter situation, the seller or the builder chooses not to compensate the buyer's agent, then you will be responsible for the buyer's agent commission fee. And in that case, I'm sure your real estate agent will bring it to your attention ahead of time, like, hey, so this house is not offering buyer agent commission, therefore you would have to have those funds available at the closing table, or hey, the home you chose is a for sale by owner and I spoke to the owner and he's only willing to pay 2% of the buyer agent commission, therefore the remaining 1% will be charged to you at the closing table. Question number 2, why do I need a buyer's agent? Oh darling, I'm so glad you asked. Simply put, it is in your best interest to have representation. Truth of the matter is, it is in your best interest. And piggybacking on the first question, it's also because you don't have to pay for it. So why not utilize services that you don't have to pay for? I don't know about you, but I love a good free 99. Even when building a home, the seller's agent or builder rep is working in the best interest of the seller, which means you need someone on your side to make sure you get the best deal possible. I can't tell you how many times I receive an inbox or a phone call or a DM on social media regarding a buyer who went straight through the builder and the builder rep to purchase a spec home or to build a home. And somewhere in that 6 to 12 month process, there was indeed a disagreement. Now, the buyers are reaching out to me and to help rectify the problem or to ask for advice. And all I could think about was, why didn't you reach out to me before you started the process? It would have been way less stressful having someone that's on your side advocating you and representing you the whole time. And you didn't have to compensate for that representation, which makes the process that much more enjoyable, in my opinion. Question number 3, how long does the process take? Finding the right home can take weeks to months, depending on your timeline and your need. Once you found the home you like, the offer can be accepted within days, and the closing is typically 30 to 45 days from the date of offer acceptance, which means you could move into your new home in a few short months. So generally speaking, the time frame for you to actually find and decide on a home, plus win an offer on a home, is more so dependent on the buyer. It depends on the buyer's preferences, the buyer's schedule to actually see and tour homes throughout the week, the amount of money the buyer has set aside in order to purchase this asset. For example, buyers who have a good amount of money set aside to purchase this asset, I've been able to get them under contract a lot faster than buyers that were working with a limited amount of funds. I've had clients who loved the house and won the house the very first day we went out touring homes. Then I've had clients that have lost more than 17 offers and have been touring homes for over 8 months. It isn't as easy for buyers to win an offer against the competition when they don't properly position themselves with an adequate amount of savings set aside to purchase a home, or if they don't have any family or friends who are willing to provide gift funds for them at closing. However, if you decide to build a home, the process of new construction can take anywhere from 9 months to a full year for completion. And this is for your average standard 2,500 to 3,500 square foot house. If you are talking about a custom built mansion, then that could be anywhere between 13 months to 18 months or even more to have the house built. Question number 4, when is the best time to buy? The best time to buy a home is simply when you are ready. When you have found the right home, don't wait for perfect conditions, because perfect conditions simply do not exist. A lot of times, most people waste time waiting. They wait on interest rates. They're waiting on the market to correct. They're waiting on the market to crash. They're waiting on the sky to turn blue. They're waiting on them to make 6 figures. They're waiting to get married. They're waiting to get their debts paid off. They're waiting to have a baby. And all these factors just to wait. Wait, and you're losing time that you can't get back. This is the time that you could be building equity. This is the time that you could be building generational wealth. This is the time that you could be owning instead of renting. So I just believe that the best time to buy a house is when you are ready, when you have found the right home, a home that you can see yourself living in for the next few years, or maybe a forever home. But majority of the time you're gonna move in 5 years anyway, so just find a house and settle down. Question number 5, how do I find the perfect home? In order to find the perfect home that checks off everything on your wish list, you will have to custom build that home. Regardless of your price point, regardless of your location, I have not heard of anyone finding a home that's checked off every single thing they could possibly want. And I have worked with retired veterans that got approved for $1.5 million on their VA loan. I've worked with entrepreneurs with a $2 million jumbo loan. I've worked with school teachers or nurses that got approved for a $350,000 loan. I've worked with someone that just started off and they just wanted a $100,000 condo. Regardless of the price point, every single person has had to compromise somewhere. And for each person, that compromise looks a little different. For some people, the compromise could be the size of the pantry. For some people, that compromise could be the size of the lot or the backyard. For some people, it could be the distance to work or the location of the property. For some people, it could be having to go above their budget, or possibly losing an additional car garage, or maybe having the backyard not fenced in when you close. It looks different for each person, but in order to find the perfect home, you have to be willing to compromise somewhere. Unless you are simply going to put the time aside and the money aside to build a custom home from the ground up. Prioritizing and compromising are necessary elements. My suggestion to you is to compile a list of must-haves, then compile a list of would-likes. Question number 6, what do I do if I get buyer's remorse? Truth be told, some buyers do. And it's completely normal to feel this way. But if you have done your due diligence, then you need to be confident in your decision and enjoy your new home. Also, try to drown out having so many opinions on your decision. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but I have seen times where there was a negative Nancy in my client's ear while they were happy about their decision. They were excited and wanting to move forward on a house, but their best friend or their mom or dad or cousin had so much to say and literally picked the house apart to the point it tore down my buyer's excitement. And they didn't even want to move forward with the house. They didn't even want the house anymore. So for someone who won't be contributing financially to your household, try to not rely so heavily on their opinion. Be confident in your decision for your family. Question number 7, when is the best time to get pre-approved for a mortgage? The best time to get pre-approved for a mortgage is before you start searching. This will help you immensely and prevent disappointment. Knowing your buying power or your purchasing power, it's really in your best interest, because the last thing you want to do is fall completely head over heels for a home only to find out that home is $73,000 above your budget or above what you qualify for based on your debt to income ratio. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website at www.kendraconyers.com for more information about me, or email me. My email is kendra@kendraconyers.com if you need assistance in buying or selling a house in the Charlotte metro area or Fayetteville Fort Bragg area.